YouTube. Ghost Hunter here. Hope you're all doing very well. And today I just wanted to throw up a quick video on viral power armors. So, Samus and her Metroid power armors, and how they work, kind of, and what to do, how to use them, and some questions. I'd like to answer them. So shout out to all those who watched my Fallout 4, but I'm Samus Aran video. I really appreciate that very much. I love you guys. Okay, let's get into it. There's a lot to talk about. Okay, so first of all, what is a viral power armor? Behaves like a regular power armor very much, and it is a regular power armor very much so, but also it's not. So let me show you what I mean. We'll just take the parts off. So that's it's a Gundam frame. Now, that is from Full Metal Panic power armors. It's an entirely other set. So this Gundam here, that's Gundam Wing, and so he is from Full Metal Panic power armors. If you go to that, I'll put the link in the description. If you go to that guy, you will find that there is an option for, in the download section, there's an option for a really big file, and it's his main big file with everything, and it's got all the Gundams, all the Full Metal Panics, all of them, and so that's what this is from. Now, those frames, because this mod pack will have its own frames too, and that's what those look like. Okay? So you can use those for Samus, for Metroid, for viral armors there. See? Right? Now, viral armor, forget the Gundams. Viral armor have its own frames as well. They'll be like this. Let me just, that's a little toned down. So viral power armors, yeah, they get their own frames, okay? So before I forget, in the settlement crafting menu under crafting stations, you will find the viral power armor frame. Viral power armor frame, that's where it is. It's under the crafting menu stations tab, and that would be that one there. And no. Jeez, I forgot how to build one. The Gundam structures. There it is. Okay. So for the Gundam frames, structures, and then miscellaneous, and there'd be the Gundam frame. Right. Now, yeah, so you can use either one of these. You can use either one of these, and they'll both work just the same. Except the difference is this one here is way cheaper. The Gundam power armor is way cheaper, I believe, and then the thing station, let's take a look at the, yeah, this one here requires 4 armor, 4 science, and a bunch of materials, plasma cartridges. So, you know what I mean? You could go with that, or you could go with this. It's up to you, but here they are. They're in the settlement. There's the special one. That's again the guy that's part of another armor mod. But yeah, there's your power armor frames in the settlement crafting menu. And they get their own clothing, like this. And you guys will probably recognize my clothing. Here it is. So clothing. So first things first, you're gonna need to build the crafting stations in order to get any of this stuff rolling. Now you need this station here, advanced crafting. This big table here. And you're gonna need this station here. It's a smithing forge. You're gonna need a smithing forge and advanced crafting. Now both of those tables, they'll just be normal. Under crafting, I could just see stuff. There it is. So crafting, it's the first one, advanced. So you're gonna need rank 2 of science and local leader 2 in order to get this one out. And then once you do, this here will have advanced materials. They're gonna be very confusing and frustrating at first, but once you start building some of them that require the others, more options to build more will come up, and you just keep building the required ones for the required ones for the required ones, and eventually you will get them all. And it starts with, I forget, it starts with like milk and acid and the bag of salt and sand. They're very easy to come up with the materials, and you'll see, once you start, it's like a snowball effect. Once you start building these, you start getting the materials to build more of them, and then you'll make your way to building all of them. It's going to be very confusing at first, but you'll figure it out. And now, oh boy, there's lots to talk about. Okay, so when you come here, build a forging station, smithing forge. Give it a sec there. There's going to be further components here, and you're going to have to come over here and require some of these to go and build stuff back at the advanced crafting. Specifically these ones here, the ingots. In order to come up with some of these, you're going to have one of the hardest materials to come up with is a bunch of bloatfly glands, so good luck with that one. Yeah, there's some more materials there. All materials. You're going to have to jump back and forth to the majority of these 3 sections. Utility, alloys, and components. Now, crafting armor. This is where you're actually, once you have all your materials ready, this is where you're going to come and use them all and make your pieces of your viral armor. And you have 2 options for the original, like, Hot Rod Metroid paint, and it's going to be additional glow and then just regular. So you'll see that there'll be additional glow, regular, additional glow, regular, additional glow. You get it. So there's for that, and then the other ones are just tungsten. And this one is just carbon. And now the clothing. So the Samus 10mm, that is literally a pistol that goes on your leg, like a cosmetic only. Samus magazine, cosmetic only. It just straps on your legs, both of them. And now you'll see that there's Exo gloves, Samus gloves, Exo frame, Samus frame, and there's Exo frame rings. So you can either use Samus gloves and suit, or Exo gloves and suit, right? So either one will do, either combo will do, and you can mix them. You can have Exo gloves with Samus suit, or either or, but you will need the frame ring. You will always need the frame ring, and I will show you why right now. So if let me just grab some other clothing.
You looking to trade?
Get suit. I guess that's reasonable enough. So when you... Okay. Where is she? She's here? Okay. So when we put that all together... You know, jetpack, that's the name of the torso, it just becomes jetpack. It is what it is. Okay, so... Also, when you download... If you choose to download the Gundams, you will have the option to... Oh, I'm gonna put a... You will have the option to make a Gundam fusion core. So, I just put that in there. So, if you have a normal fusion core... So I have a mod that makes the fusion cores look like a different thing, but either way it will stick out like that. You'll have a fusion core just sticking out. And then if you use a Gundam fusion core, it behaves just like a normal fusion core, except it's invisible and you can't see it. So if you really do not like the fusion core sticking out, you can download the Gundam mod, and then at the normal chemistry station you'll find a lot of things, but under to be the first utility you'll find a lot of Gundam stuff. And the Gundam frame ring will be here, and that will behave exactly the same as Samus's Exo frame ring. Excuse me. That will behave exactly the same as Samus's Exo frame ring. You can use them both, interchangeable. And then Gundam Fusion Core, there's two of them, but it's the same thing. And that requires fusion cells, right? So ammunition, energy ammo, fusion cells. Only 10. So very easy to come up with those. And it is what it is. I don't know why it is what it is. It is what it is. And then you can make those. And there you go. Then you got invisible fusion cores, and then it looks a little better. So that works pretty good. But if I were to switch clothing, okay, and then not wear a frame ring. No thanks, Larry. So now I'm just wearing like a normal piece of clothing, no frame ring, no gloves, no nothing. This is what happens. Okay. This is what happens. It still works. Still working. Not ideal. Okay. So that's not, yeah. So when we put Exo stuff, and or Samus, like I said, right? So let's mix and match, right? And now we'll try. Okay, look at that. Look at that one there. It's no fusion core, no bulkiness, sleek and sexy. Working good. Okay. This works. This works. All right. So you have your work cut out for you. I mean, when it comes to crafting these here, it is going to be very confusing, and the best way I can walk you through this or enlighten you on this is to just come up with whatever is available for you to start crafting. Make sure you check what you're able to craft and what perks you're going to require, because all of these are requiring mostly chemist, looks like, but some of them science, some of them nuclear physicist, some of them We'll find maybe a couple other things, but it looks like science, nuclear, physicist, chemist. You know, and at least level 2 for the majority. And yeah, when you first come here, you're not going to be able to craft much, but it's like a snowballing effect. Once you start going with them, more will become available, and then more and more and more. And again, you're going to have to jump between... Those I wouldn't worry about. You're going to have to jump between all of these stuffs in the advanced materials. And it's going to be back and forth between that one. And over here, you're going to be back and forth between that one and this one. Lost my face light. Okay, and so components, yeah, all these guys here. And they're going to require their own perks. Some of these here require perks, and they will be part of the materials too, so... And then the ingots will be when you're sort of finalizing. It's a lot of work. And the ingots will be, once you start making the ingots, that's when you know you'll be getting close to making your armor. Yeah, jumping between components, utility, alloys, and then of course the advanced materials crafting station. You can go ahead and use console commands, you know, player add item, and then whatever the code is. It's probably going to be like 000, something like this. And then it's going to be, you know, like that's bloat fly glands, and then 100 of them. You want 100 of them. You know, it's going to look like that. I'll leave a link in the description for a materials code page in case you just don't want to gather all this stuff and you want to just build it now, which is still going to take you a lot of time, and you're still going to have to level up and get all the perks. So it's something to look into, it's something to get into, and I wish you the best of luck. Any more questions, I will gladly answer. I probably missed some stuff, and I will gladly answer anything else. And possibly make another video, because it is deep. It's very deep. Anyways, thank you very much again, and good luck to you. And where did I put it? Where? Oh, there it is. Let's just go mess around a little bit. Gonna have to do a mod refresher. Everything's kind of joggly. So one thing with this, you can see I have a jetpack and I'm flying, and I have jet nacelles on the back there, but they don't seem to function. Well, if you go into first person and start flying, maybe it'll work. Just like that. You know, for visual purposes, in case we're showing off and we want the full effect, we have to be in first person, and then once you've engaged, we'll pull out to third person camera mode. And that should do it. And this is some incredible height, I know. This is part of the viral power armor set. I guess that could be my final note, is this: when you install this mod, be prepared for all of your jetpacks to go absolutely berserk. That's what does it. It's the viral power armors. Look at this guy. Thanks, buddy. Okay, I think that'll do it for this one. Thanks a lot, guys. And I hope that I answered most of or all the questions about this extremely complicated, complex, time-consuming, and sometimes frustrating mod. Can be buggy. There are some bugs that are eliminated though. When I first got it, it was a lot more painful. Now it's a lot cleaner and easier to use once you get it going. Oh, one more thing. You may need Armorsmith Extended and all the stuff involved with that in order to get it going, which is a whole entire other ball game. Let me know how it goes. I can make a video of that too. But go with this, and we'll go from here, and then we'll see how it goes. Okay? Alright, thanks again. Sorry for dragging it out. This is as quick and informative as I could be without scripting. Alright, take it easy, guys.